Superblitz Arena, but I'm going to just play a handful of games in the daily Bullet Arena first, just as a warm-up. I've done relatively poorly in Bullet the last few days, so not holding out too much hope, but let's just see. 2027, good luck. Let's play a Gambit line. He just missed it. He just forgot about it. Right, 1607, good luck. One or the other of these is likely. Do I want to take there? Not really, but actually, can I grab? No, that way no. Let's take then. I'm going to sack a pawn here. Maybe knight back, then up. Okay, that's just a touch quiet. Hit the bishop. Maybe go forward. Let's just push up. If he pushes, I'll take the bishop. Okay, he can't take the pawn because the bishop hangs. He plays across, so let's drop right back. Same issue, bishop hangs if he grabs, so push. Then just sidestep, I think. Stay on a dark square rather than the light square. Why he doesn't. Okay, we're now all taken. I'm actually going to push there, it's a bit risky. Okay, he's going to try and get in here. I'm going to try and give him something to think about. Now come up. Okay, I'll gladly trade there, of course, but well played. He played a solid game, well done. Right, 2013, good luck. Not the best idea, is it, what I've played here? Let's try and get rid of that bishop. Actually, let's double the rooks there. I guess I've got to drop back and then go forward if I can. Let's go this way. Ooh, we both blundered. Ah, I don't believe it. I couldn't take the pawn. Wow. That was easy and I couldn't do it. Couldn't grab the pawn, but well done. Oh, I can sack a pawn here. I think I will. He's going to get the G pawn. But he's going to open his king right up. Let's just play up. Okay, now I can castle. I can trade, of course. Threaten to capture. Okay, so take. Threaten checkmate. So let's just drop back. I want a castle if I can, of course. Maybe I should have gone further back to trade the queens there. Let's do that now. He's been really quick, and he really seriously quick here. Keep my pawn guarded. Let's just go back. Okay, just eliminate the risk, get rid of the queen, and that should be winning. He has to push there on the outside, of course, but I can cover it, so it should be fine. Managed to get there, but didn't he play quickly there? Well done. Very quick. Oops, they're the leaders. 1602, good luck. Okay, so he's going queen side. So I'm just going to simplify. Oh, he blundered, he's just missed it. It's a bit unfortunate. Okay, I'll just shut the door now. I think I'll take this pawn. I could grab the other pawn, but let's take the one in the middle. Right now I'll castle. It should be relatively risk-free. But they're never over till they're over, of course. Oh, that's another blunder. That's unfortunate. Right, 1459, good luck. Oh, I've blundered my queen. Wow. I just moved an autopilot. So I've just given him a wonderful gift here. He needs to finish this. Can he hold his nerve? That'll be interesting. He should be good enough too, but you never know. See, I have to trade there. I'm trying not to trade anything if I can help it, of course. Now, how do we get the bishop out? Okay. He's given me the rook. Let's play up. I need to release the bishop. Then get the rooks free. He's been really quick actually, hasn't he? How's he played this quick? He's got a queen in here, of course. just double up and give my king a square back. I should have gone here there, of course. How on earth have you gone this quick though? Just realised, look at the clock. Wow, how's he gone that quick? How can he play it that fast at that rating? Oops. Yeah, how did he go that fast? That's a bit odd. A little bit odd, but well done. Right, I think I'll pause there. As I said at the start, it's the Superblitz Arena that I'm really going to play, and there's only 3 minutes to go at the start, so do a puzzle or two whilst I'm waiting. So a candidate move is obviously check to hit the rook, but you can block with a bishop, and then the rooks are connected, so doesn't look quite right. So I'm guessing pawn up to hit the knight moves somewhere, then the check is on and the bishop blocks, and you can take it. So I'm going to play that. And that's all it was. Excellent. Now, candidate moves here. Rook and rook are the obvious moves. If you block with this rook, you are hitting the queen, so there is a threat. Same with the other rook. Now you would then have rook takes, or queen takes. Looks okay. So rook down. If he plays rook takes, queen takes, it, excuse me, looks fine. Now the other rook up, or the queen can indeed block. So if queen blocks, queen takes, rook takes, you'd have to take with that rook again. It doesn't look so good. This rook up, the queen's really getting chased away, and then you're hitting the other rook. So that's the candidate move that I prefer. He takes, so king or queen. King, he gets a check. Queen, he doesn't. So I'm guessing the queen. It was the king. Oh. You take with the rook. Oh, it's right in front of me. Wow. It's going to be one of them days today, isn't it? You just take the rook, it's obvious. Okay, that rook is pinned. So I'm guessing pawn up is the obvious candidate move here. Rook across though is an idea. So pawn up, you get queen check. Your rook is covered. But check, you sidestep. I do not see any reason not to play the pawn. Just moves across and hits the knight. So I think you can take that. Yeah. And if he takes, you take with a discovered check. Alright, let's get ready for the start of this tournament. Was it a minute to go? So let's jump into that. It's going to be a strong tournament as per usual. A few title players in this. The field will grow quite a bit as we go on. 254 right now. Probably be more around 2,000 by the end, I would guess. So good luck everybody.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Right, 2106, good luck. Oops, I meant to pick up the knight there, not the rook. Yeah, I think I just check and block here. I can go either way there. Let's go with a queen. Okay, I can take a pawn. I can just drop the queen back, I guess. Let's do that. Maybe it's not a precise move. I should have dropped the back there, of course. If I take it and grab a pawn, I go back up. Again, it's not ideal. I might have blundered a pawn already here. Actually, I can't play up that way because I can't connect, so... let's push. I'm making a bit of a mess of this because I'm allowing him potentially to get bishop down. Knight up takes, down, up. I'm going to have to play it. Actually, let's take with a pawn, then hit the bishop. Okay. So I've got knight down, but then the knight's just gone. So I have to take. I've played a shocker here, haven't I? Absolute shocker of a game. You jumble your opening moves up and this is what happens. Knight back and knight across is going to have to be played and hope I can get castled. But it's going to be a serious struggle now. Yeah, that's the good move, just double up. So I'm going to have to play across, but I think he can just take and open the file up, can he? He can certainly win a pawn as a minimum. I'll pre-move in case he takes. He doesn't, so I will have to castle. But again, do I have to give up the other rook? Yeah, it's just lost in it. It's hopeless. Okay. Actually, I can't even be bothered to play that out. I'll just give him that one. Well done. If you mess your openings up, you lose, generally speaking. Right, 1655, good luck. Okay, that's a free pawn, I think. Okay, now I can potentially play up there. I've got a queen check as well. Pawn up and pawn up is just standard. So actually let's just go cautiously. Let's just push the pawn. Comes forward again. So check is a move, takes is a move. Pawn up is a move. Knight takes, pawn takes. Actually, I'm going to play up here. He can't just take because there's a mate threat. Oh, he just didn't see it, he just missed it. He just didn't see the mate threat, that's all. Right, 1368, good luck. Okay, let's play a Sicilian. Now, choice to make. Let's drop back. Let's play up, and again a choice to make. It's got to be logical to go in that way. Okay, so don't blunder the bishop. So I guess knight up is easier now, he doesn't have the dark squared bishop. So I'll just castle. I think tempo on the queen here looks fine. Then maybe try and just push the pawn forward and release the bishop. Okay, not this move. Knight across is playable. He's not getting trapped though, so How do we want to play it? Let's just play rook across. Potentially the knight can swing back. Okay, now I'm going to push and threaten to push. Oh, he's allowed it. He's missed that. That's just a lapse in concentration. So, take. Now, can I force the knight off the board somehow? I think I can just play queen up here. He can't really play rook across because I can just take. You'd happily trade, obviously, queen for 2 rooks here. Well, let's develop the bishop and look to push. Oh, he has gone for it. Okay, I'll gladly do that. And then double the rooks up. So that's the first objective. Try not to blunder a piece now, otherwise that queen could get very strong. So I guess I can drop the bishop back, I can drop the rook back. Yeah, let's just go cautiously for now. Then try and push at some point. Okay, not this move. How do we get rid of that knight? Oh, I can't push the pawn there, that would drop a piece. Careless. I can go up and give him a pawn to get the knight developed. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's, comes forward, okay. Tricky knight, tricky knight. I've got rook up. Bishop for knight looks good. Okay, he can actually grab the pawn here. If he takes, I take he gets a choice of pieces. This could get a bit of a car crash, couldn't it? This could be a bit of a train wreck game, this one. Maybe it was a bad gamble that I went for. If he takes, I take, but then he gets a check. I think he might have been better off taking there. Let's just see. Obviously I've got rook across. Bishop supports. Queen down. I take. He can still actually take the bishop. But it eliminates risk, I think. So let's do that. So I'm guessing he's going to go down and I'm going to take. And he can then take. But then I would hope my 3 pieces should be able to work together. Okay, so take. Take. Now the king's going to be safe. Now the queen won't be enough to mate it on its own. So how do we get active? I think I want to put the king here. Try and just edge forward. See, I'll trade one. Now, can I stop that? I think it's safe to go behind. There's no checks. So if I get the other rook across, the pawn will fall. So if he pushes, I can go behind. So now that pawn will fall. Right, so I've got to take. His king's actually fairly safe if he doesn't bungle this, so let's hit the pawn, threaten to take. Oh, I can take, can I? If I can deflect his queen 1 square, there's a potential to take. Ah, there, he's done it. So he can't actually take because of a check. Oh, I can't move, it's pinned. Oh my goodness. What a lapse in concentration that is. I have lost. Wow. I really have lost this. Shocking lapse in concentration there. He can afford to probably trade now. What an horrific lapse. Wow. Completely lost. I want to get knight here, then there is actually a mate threat. I just don't see how to do it. Right, put the knight there first. Now there is actually a mate threat. He's allowed the mate threat there. I don't think he can stop it. Wow, that is luck beyond belief, isn't it? I played a shocker there. That is luck beyond belief. He is so unfortunate not to win that. Right, 13-17, good luck, another one. Again, he must have started out well though, he's in 78th place. I'll just keep it fairly simple, straightforward. Okay, take. Okay, he just offers to trade. I think I'll just develop there. So let's hit the knight. Comes forward, okay. So I'll try and gain tempo by threatening to pin the rook, so he just has to play a knight up. But I can castle. I can take and get the other knight forward. Not sure that's necessary though. I think I'll just look to castle. Assuming he finds knight a6, maybe knight c6 is playable. Actually even knight d7. Okay. So knight up. It's gonna get stuck. Do I want that? Not really. See if he wants to take. He does. So now I can take if I want. And he allows it, so I will. I'm just gonna castle. Hold on again, I shouldn't pre-move just in case he has a mouse slip or something. No need to pre-move quite that early on. So knight forward just to hit the pawn, or maybe get rid of his bishop. Maybe rook across to target the knight. Ah, so he's allowed a pawn. So I will take that. I've got a path back. I've got a check actually as well and come back this way. I think it ends up at the same square, so I'll just go here and maybe across at some point, but my pawns are very, very weak. Okay, I'm going to play over and try and get rid of that bishop. Oh, he does trade the bishop. Okay. Now I'm going to play rook across. Threaten a check to get rid of the knight as well and double his pawns up. Okay, so that's a blunder there. It allows me a check. Ah, it allows me a check this way to win the rook and then the knight will follow. Alright, so now that's cleanly winning, of course, a rook up. Just double up and try and get rid of his rook. But he's put in a very respectable effort there, well done. Again, it still isn't showing me in the list of people streaming again. I did this yesterday, I'm not sure why. Right, 1977, good luck. I just look to trade that defending bishop. Okay. Let's just hit the bishop. Now trade the other one. I think I'm going to push there. I'm going to go with the queen. There's a temporary threat on the pawn. I think I can just prepare to castle. He has got a check, but I can just sidestep maybe. I don't really want to trade queens, but sometimes you don't get a choice. Okay, so let's play up. So I've made a slight mess of this as well. I'm going to have to try and release the rooks. I actually blundered a pawn there, he didn't take it. Now I've got pawn up there, he can take, of course. Let's play rook across first. So take. And I'm just going to push. So yellow's the trade. I've got bishop up though to support my pawn. Takes, he just gets a strong centre. My gut feeling is to try and keep that on the board. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. So up, and he gets rook forward. I don't like the look of that. Pawn up, he blocks it. Don't really like the look of that either. Let's just centralise the rook. Oh, look at how slow I've gone again. I've gone very, very slow again. Oh, it's my move. I hadn't heard that. I'd better turn the sound up even more. My hearing's not very good these days. Now, I might abandon this pawn to try and go forward. Yeah, I don't actually see any great moves here. Let's just drop back, threaten to maybe take. Okay, that's a decent result from that position. Well played that. So I've had a slightly shaky start to this event then. Right, 1655, good one. Okay, he's going bold. Going berserk, very bold, very ambitious, but nothing wrong with that. He's still got reasonable time though, he doesn't have to go at absolute bullet speed. Okay, I'll take. He offers a rook trade. I don't think it particularly matters, but I'm going to drop the knight back first. Oh, I just blundered a bishop, hadn't I? Actually, he could have just taken it. He could have simply taken there. Wow, I'm really having a bad start, aren't I? Let's go with a knight. Now, it's risky queen up because of this pawn. But I think I have to risk it and play across. So up is not really a move. Again, he's playing very, very well. Okay. Let's hit the knight. Okay, I'm happy to trade there. I think king across. I'm looking at knight in here. Bishop hangs though, not ideal. Let's drop back, but I want to play knight in. Can I get it back though? I'm hitting the pawn, but there's no path back, I don't think. Knight in, rook defends. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Let's go this way. Okay, I'll definitely take that and look to simplify here. Wow, another terrific move, isn't it? Well done. I can pin the knight, so I might as well get rid of that. I think I can push and defend. He just checks. Let's sidestep. Actually, I'm going to pin that. Yeah, I'm in big, big trouble this game. There's actually nothing whatsoever I can do here. This is just flat lost. Yep, he's done terrifically well. I'll just give him that. Can't be bothered to play that one out. Well done. I should never ever ever lose a game like that. So that is an absolute shocker of a game. My 1538, good luck. Okay, so pawn up and just drop the bishop back at some point. Players up, so look to trade that knight. So bishop back if he castles, so line up a lot of pressure on this file. Okay, so knight up is playable, chases bishop. It's a little bit risky, but I'm going to play it. Okay. So queen up is playable, pawn down, queen back. How do I get tricky? Okay, let's just play it. He'll play g3, and I'm going to maybe drop back somewhere. Actually, let's go right back, and then bishop up if he doesn't watch it. Okay, let's go forward. We've got to attack. There's no point being too defensive. Actually, let's shuffle the rook there. I've always got queen up to pressure the bishop. So rook across. Actually, let's just move the king. At some point I want to try and push. Oh, can I do it now? Takes, possibly. Play up first and look to push. Okay, so it is playable, so I'm just going to risk it. If it's good, if it's bad, we'll find out. Obviously you can take, and I can take back. He does, so I'll take back, but now we're pressuring the diagonal, so maybe pawn push is a threat. He just has to find a good square for his queen. He can't really block there. So he does push up. So if e3 looks a big threat now. If he pushes I can sack, so I'm just going to play it. If he takes I take with check. If he pushes I take here. Excuse me. So he plays rook across, so that allows me to take with a check. So that looks very strong. Now I can take with a double check if his king takes. So he might have to move. Oh, he does take. So I can take with a double check. We're hitting the rook as well. It looks clean enough. I think he's got to go there. There must be a win here. Take, there's another check. So I think he has to block, does he? I don't see a move. Excellent. That was a little bit cleaner in the end, but he played very well. Well done. Right, 1723, good luck. I'm just going to push some pawns forward here, even though the bishop's on the other side. Plays knight up, so just push forward. Plays back, okay, so I'll still get to take. Knight in is covered. So queen up's a move potentially. Okay, so he's covering here now. So just a simple threat against the knight, preparing to develop the other knight. He might go really bold and just push his pawn forward, but it opens the king up a little. Maybe playable though. I'm also pressuring a pawn, of course, if that knight moves. Oh, he just takes the bishop, okay. Now, you'd normally always take in over. I can't really take with the other pawn because of the knight covering. Okay, so just look to trade that knight. Okay. Oh, he's given me a pawn. So take, rook across, queen back. I don't think I'm getting the queen trapped. I think I can grab the pawn. It does maybe allow him to get a rook active, so that might be what he's going for. See, I think I've got to go this side. So he's got rook down, maybe bishop up's playable. Very dangerous diagonal, of course. So what's he done? He's pushed his pawn. Okay. So pawn up and the queen's path is getting cut. Rook across. Pushes. Gain a rook. No, that's not playable. Not playable at all. I can push and give a pawn back. Or I can sidestep and go really negative. But that looks very bad. Actually, what's wrong with pushing this pawn? Let's push my spare pawn and give the queen a square this way. Then that helps to support the pawn as well. Oh, he pushes this side, okay. I'm just going to drop back there. If he takes, I can now take with the knight. I won't pre-move though. Maybe I could even, if he takes, I can shuffle across potentially. He just pushes forward, but that closes the king's path. Now where does my knight go? Down here, there. I think this has to be the right path. Oh, I've just missed a pin on his queen as well. Would have won the rook on the spot. Right, now I've seen it, so he has to give up the rook. Actually, I can shuffle the pawn over here. And now it becomes a little bit easier to take this pawn. And maybe just chuck forward, let's see. Let's just chuck the pawn forward. Okay, he can take this, but I'm not too concerned about that. Just hit the pawn. He takes, so I'll take and hit the bishop. Okay. So I guess logically I just push the pawn. Maybe I can take. I think I will take now. Goes with a rook, so that allows check. He'll have to block and I can trade. Otherwise he loses the bishop. But then I've got another check coming, so he'll have to trade the queen. So he's going to have to block. And the queen comes off. So I guess we go after this pawn now, and once that falls it should be fairly routine. So now I can push up and grab the other pawn, I guess. So let's go this way and take. I can block there, can't I? Maybe I had checked the move before. But I've got a nice clean check now as well. Knight in, there is still a check threat. Knight in, king up, check. Yeah, if he kings up he blunders a check. So that wins a clean piece. And the other one. Now if I take, he definitely has a move, he can go there. Right, now we force him to the side. Excellent, that's a good win, that's a bit better. Oh, we have a GM playing in this. That'll clearly be the class of the field, I'm guessing then. I haven't seen another one. 1928, good luck. Okay, I'll just take and push. Okay, actually I'm going to castle first. No, I'm going to try and get rid of his light squared dangerous bishop. So I'll just play up. Okay, so take it. Now what to do with the knight? I'm going to have to develop the knight, I can't just leave it. So rook across and allow the knight to jump over potentially. I'm guessing he'll castle, he doesn't, so in that case I'll play rook across. Not necessarily wanting to trade there. Let's play queen up. Okay. I think I'll just drop back. Right now I'm going to take. So he needs to really leave his rook to cover the check, or it's getting a little bit dicey. He does. So let's just develop our own rook. Now, is it worth knight and knight? I don't want to push that pawn, that would not be good. Let's play up, we hit the pawn, so there's a check threat, but we're threatening to go in. Knight takes, takes, takes. Gives away a pawn, but it opens things up. Maybe it is a little bit risky, But if he pushes, I think I can just take, can I? Okay, the knights cover the square for the queen. Does open my king's position up though, so it's always risky. But I've got a check here or check here, and now I can check here and get rid of a knight without losing my pawn. So knight check looks strong. So check, knight takes, knight takes, pawn takes, queen check, he moves. I don't think it quite works. I've got knight check here though now. I don't think it quite works. I think he goes here. If he goes to the back rank, I've got rook. Obviously I need to play something, so I'm just going to play forward. Now, do I go really, really bold? Well, let's close that queen diagonal and plant the knight. Makes it a little bit easier to put the other knight across. Very dicey, okay. No, I will plant the knight across and he's going to get in, but I'll just take it. Okay, he doesn't take that. It's actually not trivial, this, not trivial. Let's throw up and maybe across. So take. So I'm looking at queen up with a threat. Is there any reason not to? Takes, takes. Hold on, I think queen up. If he takes, I get check and hit the rook. Oh, mind you, he can block with the knight, can't he? Takes, I can take with a tempo on the queen though. Yeah, take this way, tempo on the queen, he's got no check. So knight takes, pawn takes, out over. So hit the queen, hit the pawn. He'll go back and hit my rook, I guess. But I take with a check, so I think I'm doing well here. Just resigns, that's very, very good. Very good win, that's a bit better. Yeah, the GM has moved to the top now. He'd be going berserk every game, and he's clearly winning every game so far, so very, very well done. Where am I there? 1799, good luck. Another one going berserk, and I've already lost to one so far. Let's try not to repeat that. But I certainly cannot promise that the way I've been playing. See, I was going to check there, but I won't. Okay, I think it's playable to trade there. I have to trade the bishop again. I don't really see why I shouldn't. My rook doesn't actually hang. I'm going to play the very ugly c3 move to stop his knight jumping in too easily. Let's drop back. Now rook across is very tempting. I think queen over first, maybe even knight up and trade. Actually, let's just drop the rook back though. Just drop it back. He pushes. I think I can take that. Knight over I can take. Okay. He's still got threats here. Queen across no good. Queen down is playable. Queen across looks playable. Let's just drop across. Right, now I want to push the pawn to try and cut this out, but if his queen's here it fixes my knight with the diagonal threat, and that's exactly what he's done that for. My bishop does cover, I suppose, also trade is playable. Actually it is, isn't it? Yeah, trading is playable there. He might miss the fact that the bishop defends it. He shouldn't miss that, of course, but it's possible. So now I just drop the rook back and across. Support the pawn at the same time. Guess I'll just create a threat against the pawn. Try to really put permanently an end to that mate threat. And then try and create pressure of my own. So how do we best do that? Queen up threatens to come in. Okay, so he hasn't blundered his bishop, but he's allowed bishop up. This is now supported. Where does he go? So I'm threatening queen to come in. Hold on, queen up. He takes. I take. If he takes, I release the queen. Yep, so it is playable. If he pushes, I think I can take. Okay, so I can trade, but I've got a check, or I've got a double check. Actually, that must be winning. It's a double check and checkmate. Excellent. Excellent. It seems to be a little bit hit and miss, doesn't it, listing you as streaming. It did this yesterday. I appeared in the list about 10 minutes from the end. Alright, 23-22, good luck. Obviously a big step up in class rating wise. Okay, just keep it straightforward. I'll check and drop back. Let's push. Okay, now I'll take. Again, I'm going to look to try and get rid of that dangerous diagonal bishop if I can. Let's play up and have to trade it. Now what to do with my knight? What to do? I've got one of two ways to go. I think I'm going to go this way this time and then connect the knights up. Now maybe just edge forward and try and gain a little bit of space. Okay, he's offered to trade one of them. Again, I don't see I've got anything better. I've got a nice square for the knight here though. I'm hitting the pawn if he defends it, but I get my knight forward. At least for a move. Okay, so knight forward, the queen has to move somewhere. Okay. So he's going to be looking to push the pawn. So do I go up and stop it? But then he gets his knight round the back. I think I will. Is it any good? I don't know. This is the risk. He gets his own knight in. Now, is it playable to push up? Gotta be risky, right? Gotta be risky. I'm actually going to push the pawn again there. He does come in. So if I push again, then he can come forward. Let's play a rook up. Okay, so he's tempting me to trade, give him a pawn. I don't actually see anything any better than that. So I expect he'll grab the pawn here. Pre-move in case he takes the queen, but I think he'll grab the pawn. Okay. Let's shuffle across then. Now I'm threatening. Did I have that last move? Oh, I'll be kicking myself if I had that last move. I've got it now, of course. Let's just play it now. But he's the one with the active rook, the active pieces. My king's stuck with a back rank issue, so I suspect not a lot I can do here. Right, now the king's at least free. It frees up the rook. But he can just go after this pawn, can't he? He can go up and he can stop me pushing. That's what he's done. Okay, let's step across then. Okay, so let's throw in a check. No, then if I go behind, he just simply comes across in any event. Actually, can I go behind here though? I mean, clearly I'm losing. I don't have too much chance here with these outside pawns, but gotta give him something to think about. Okay. I think now I can step across because this is covered. Yeah, it's a nice move. He can afford to play across. I think I have to give him that and drop back. And now it's just over. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck now, aren't I? There's nothing I can do here. He's done well here. Yeah, I'll just give him that. No point making him play it out. Well played. Right, 2168. Well, good luck. I think we just play up. Let's stay on the attacking diagonal. I wonder if knight up's playable here. I'm looking at knight forward, but I think I better castle. He just hits the bishop. Okay, let's go forward then. Okay, so he's actually given me a chance to take potentially, or to take. Do I want to sack? Not really, I don't think it quite works. Let's just pin the knight. So he takes. Now do I give him the D pawn? I think it's worth it. Okay. G5, I'll just drop the bishop back. I might even drop the bishop back in any event. I can take knight over, look to trade knight for the other bishop. If he hits the pawn, he wants to hit it from another angle. Oh, I can take now and knight forward maybe. Hit the queen and actually hit the rook as well as the bishop. So do I want the rook or the bishop? Oh, he's got a mate threat. So I have to take the bishop. Now I can actually push here, I think. I think I can push there. So I can take with knight or queen. Knight threatens a check, but it can also drop back and cover the mating threat. If he takes the queen, I take with a rook, of course. So rook over. Knight check he takes, I can't take back because of the mate threat, but I do have a queen check first. Let's throw that in. And now I think knight forward does become playable. Does it? Knight up, he takes. Knight back, or I can take. I don't really want to trade rook, so I'm just going to drop the knight back. I'm going to try and maybe get active if I can. Got to be careful of the sacks. See, I've got another check there. Oh, look at the clock, man. Look at what I've done to the clock. Not good, not good. Now, knight over isn't actually a threat here because he can pin it, but I do actually have a rook check. But it leaves my back rank mate open. So I can't take there, I have to drop back, otherwise there's a back rank mate threat. I've just been too slow this game, that's the problem here, just lack of pace. Oh, I could have taken there and blocked. Oh wow. I could have taken and blocked. Shocking. Let's push. Yeah, not good. Let's push again. Now he's got check up, pushes my king up hopefully. He can go across and pin the knight, I guess. Actually, yeah, going across and pin the knight might have been cleaner there. Oh, blundered. Okay, that was just a very poor finish, wasn't it? Very, very poor, but well done to my opponent. 1780, good luck. Now let's just push up. It gives me a chance to get some tempo going up here. Okay, so hit the knight and then try and block. Now the risk here is, do I give up two? I'm going to tempt him here. Knight in takes and takes. He doesn't go for it. He doesn't go for it. Okay. Bishop up probably has to be played. Actually, I can pin the knight, I think, there. If he takes, I can maybe take with a knight. He really wants me to take here. Okay, I'm going to have to, I think, then. But he's still got to move like knight forward here. Still doesn't. Now takes, takes, knight up, and everything's hanging. I think I better play rook across, support the knight. Oof, queen over. So again, if I hit the queen, he takes, but I take his bishop. I think that looks alright, actually. Let's hit the queen and just try and get rid of his attacking bishop. Now, knight forward, knight takes, bishop takes, I can plant it. Knight back first. If I go back, he just pushes, but it's got to be the right way to play it, though. And then bring the knight back with tempo on the queen. The knight's no good, really, where it is there, so just bring it back. Okay. Let's just play queen up. Okay, look at how slow I'm going. I'm going really, really seriously slow here. I'll take that. So now I'm going to try and quicken up a bit. Okay, comes forward. I thought I could just hit the knight here. Redirects. Again, it's a little bit risky, this, because he's still got a check. Maybe I can just take. Actually, if he takes, what do I do? Let's see what he does. He does go for the check. Don't have to take, though. Let's sidestep. Okay, maybe I should have done. Do I want to trade queens? Actually, no, I don't. I'm going to take a risk, keep the queens on. I've got a good defense. So I guess he'll have to take the pawn. Okay, so queen up. Just try and encourage him out a little bit. Maybe comes forward. Maybe knight check and then a trade. It's actually quite awkward, this. He's almost trapped his queen, hasn't he? Let's play up, because he's almost trapped his queen. Bishop up is a move, he escapes. So let's look to maybe check, trade off, and then get the bishop forward. But clearly I've got no right to win this. He's going to have to blunder somewhere. He goes for that. So I've got check and actually bishop up maybe. Check, but the king moves. Now let's just get rid of the bishop. Right, I've got to try and activate pieces. Only possible chance. It's a dangerous threat though. He's got to have to push surely. Oh, he's allowed it. He's just blundered it, and that just wins. He's got to block, and I just take. So he's very unfortunate there, very unfortunate, isn't he? Oh, somebody else doing very good. Knight 20, 50, good luck. Right, another one going berserk, so... Okay. Let's play c4. Pushes. Let's push. Drop a knight back so I can push the other one forward at some point. Now I can take, but it really weakens my king's position. Yeah, I'm going to go forward then, maybe forward. If I get rid of his bishop, it's easier to trade, and that's what I've done. So it's easier to give up this one now. So let's just support the pawn. Now at some point, of course, I'd like to push here. So is he going to push? He drops back, so he gives me a chance to take. Could be dangerous, could be dangerous. Knight up, not really a move. I'm just going to play f3 there, I think. Okay, edge forward. Okay, pushes. So let's push. He might completely close this, but I can push if he pushes. Okay, so I think I have to try that. Now this bishop's on a slightly wrong square, so let's drop it back and keep him hemmed down a little bit. I think rook up. There's no light squared bishop to hit it. Take's not quite a move. So again, bishop up, pressure the pawn. Right, I'm going to take. It could be a big mistake. No, knight up must be wrong. I'm going to just shuffle across and bring the rook across, I think. Okay, so that's obviously a good move he played there, but I can grab, I think. The check is covered. Knight up, so I've got rook up to pin the bishop. I can take actually and push, very interesting. Take. I'm going to do that actually, just because he's low on time. Just prepare to push. He'll see the threat now, of course, but he's very low on time. Now just block. And that's a very good win, very good. So they're the players that are currently above me. Right, 1925, good luck. What have we got left? 29 minutes, so another 5 games or so. Okay, let's play Caracan this time. No, do we go traditional? Do we go traditional? Okay, well I normally play knight up in this position, but I'm going to go unusual here, because the normal move is to go back. Now, does he go queen side? That's going to be interesting. Queen up. I can maybe tempt him into taking. Let's just play a queen up. He does go queen side. Again, I can just tempt him to grab a pawn. Whether it's any good or not, who knows. Let's just play a bishop up though. Let's pressure the pawn and then try and run up. Comes over. So knight in, it's easy to push and allow knight in anywhere there. So he goes back. So push, and if he pushes I can plant the knight forward, hit the pawn, hit the bishop. Otherwise I'm potentially threatening to push again. He goes on the other side, logical. Can't necessarily stop that, but have I got a move like bishop up here? Takes, knight takes. Gotta be wrong. Up, he pushes. What do we do? Let's just develop a knight. Okay. I'm going to push the pawn now. If he takes, I'm going to go with the f-pawn, I think. Oh, actually, I can't go with the... No, I can't really go with the f-pawn. Bishop's going to hang. Take, 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 take. Bishop's under immense pressure. Oh, I didn't expect that. So take, he wants to take with a pawn. So take, he takes, a take. I think it's right to grab the pawn. Whether it is right to grab the pawn is another complete different matter, of course, but... Oh, his knight's under threat now, he's missed that, has he? Take. If he takes, he opens his king wide up. I'm hitting the bishop. So this should be good for me, but can I do out with it? It's got to be right to take, surely. And just grab the pawn. Now again, if he takes, I'm going to have to take back. I can't ignore it, so I'll have to take back. So now he's only a couple of moves off getting something like this in. Very dangerous, but I'm only one move off getting this in, or I can take there. Interesting, interesting. If I push and he pushes, grab a pawn. I'm going to throw in a check just to give the king a space. Okay. I really don't want to do that. I'm going to push. I probably should be taking here, but it just feels wrong. So he does push. So can I sack? Bishop or knight takes. I have no idea if this is any good, but I'm offering a sack. If he takes, I'll take, or I can check, or I can check here. So that's a threat. He takes. So I can't take there. I can pin the queen. Take, take, check. Doesn't quite work. Take, take, check. Yeah, I've just gone too slow, haven't I? I'm just going to have to take there. Yeah, I've gone so ridiculously slow here. Deserve to lose this one. Oh, I've given him checkmate anyway. It's just checkmate. He sees it, well done. Well done. Very, very poor game there. Very poor. Yeah, it still hasn't got me in the list of people streaming. Not sure why. 971, good luck. Let's wait till he pushes. Okay, he's going to push now, so let's play up. Pushes again, I'll castle. So he might grab a pawn at the end of this, and I'll just shuffle over. Okay. I really want to push there, but it doesn't feel quite right. Let's look to trade that defending bishop. Now look to push. Let's just drop back, otherwise he's got knight in if I go here. Okay, this could get interesting fairly quickly. Let's just play rook across. Right, I'm going to offer to trade that knight. Again, I shouldn't have really given away a pawn like I did. Okay, he creates the obvious threat. So better shuffle a rook back again. It might tempt him forward, you never know. Knight, and I'll have to shuffle across. A knight check and I can take with a queen, otherwise he'd have a big threat there. I shouldn't really be giving pawns away like this, of course. So put the knight back, see if he dares take it. Opens up his king if he does, he doesn't. So bishop forward. But yeah, I'm just completely lost this game. Hopeless. All he really has to do is this, and I don't see a defence. I can't push there. Well, maybe I can go here though. Give me a check threat. If he takes, I get tempo on the queen. And I'm threatening to go up and hit the knight maybe at some point. It's clutching at straws though, isn't it? Clutching at straws. Can I take there? Maybe not quite. Let's drop back. I'm threatening to go up now and pressure the knight, of course, so let's push. It's easy to forget that the bishop doesn't guard it. He should see it. He should be good enough. So he takes. So now can I push here? Queen takes, check. No, that doesn't work. See, rook across, he just pushes the pawn. So let's play rook right over. Just hit this pawn. How to create threats against his king. Let's drop back. Then maybe across. I just do not see how I actually get to his king, that's the problem. He just grabs a pawn. Okay, let's go back then. So he's going to have to push a pawn now, I guess. Oh, he goes with the other one. Yeah, check's no use, is it? I've just got nothing here. I've been terribly slow again, just not playing well today. So give him the check, but then I step up, and then he grabs a pawn. It's a monster threat. Shocking. Wow. I'm going to have to take back there. No, I can't even be bothered to play that out. Well done. Can't be bothered with that. $18.73, good luck. So we're threatening just to take the knight there and get the queens off the board and double his pawns. Not necessarily a major problem, but gives me a slight edge, I think. Okay, might look to go the other side. Okay, just go solid e6. Knight up, so across and maybe bishop up. So if up again, I'll just take, look to double things up this side as well. He's potentially allowing knight over if he doesn't actually push though, so he's got to be careful. Knight over, if he takes, I just take the knight. So knight over, he really has to push. So he's going to have to push now, and I have to take with the bishop. Then it's a case of, do I guard this pawn or not? Oh, he just resigned. He doesn't need to resign there, I don't think. I don't think his position was that fatal just yet. I'm still doing not too bad. 54th out of 1822. That's very respectable. 2033, good luck. Okay, let's go back to a Sicilian. Okay. Now, it is actually safe to play up here and hit the bishop because there's no queen check. I haven't moved the pawn. Let's play knight up and maybe bishop up. You've just got to not forget that this knight is hanging when the queen comes over. Pawn up, so castle. And now I guess look to move the knight back. Or maybe look for natural development, but of course it pushes my opponent forward. So let's just play up one square then, and maybe knight across. Now is it worth it? I'm going to play it, just hit the bishop. There he goes back, logical. I guess it's time to bring the knight across then. He'll probably kick this back. He might try and trap it. He pushes. To close or not to close? I think I'm going to push there, but now he is trying to trap the knight, so he can push up and go for it. It's a risk though. He's going to open his king up. That's what he's weighing up now. Whether it's worth it, it probably is, to be fair. That's what he does. So let's go all in. I think it's actually better to push there. Clearly I've just given him a free piece, so I should be completely lost again, but if you get a bad spell and you're not playing well, then you're not playing well. So let's push this side. Yeah, I've just been pretty hopeless today, I don't know why. Did very well yesterday, very well. He hits the bishop. I guess I'll push the pawn there. But his knight moves, he hits my knight. So knight in I've probably got to take. Maybe I can swing across. He pushes, logical. So I'm going to have to push. But now he comes in, of course, so I guess I've got to drop back. So knight up. I think I have to trade there. If I play across, if he takes... If he takes, I think I can still take. Okay, now can I gamble here? I'm aware the pawn is hanging. I'm not aware of what I can do about it. Yeah, it's just hopes in it. Again, I can't be bothered just playing the game out. When you play a shocker like that, just give it to him and get on with the next one. Right, 2024, good luck. No, I don't want to draw this early on. I might well lose the game, not to worry. Okay, knight across, bishop up. So f4 is coming. Do I go with f5? Not just yet. Okay, so I guess I've got to push. Okay, let's hit the knight. Okay, just agree the draw. I don't know why you wanted to agree a draw so much there. Not to worry. Tight battle at the top, very tight. Right, 2165, good luck. Okay, let's turn it into an e4 this time. Let's just play up. What do I really need to castle there? Wow, is he really seriously going to try and burst through? I guess this is going to come. Let's play a rook across and knight back. Okay, hit the knight. I've got an interesting choice here if he takes. I can go with the f-pawn. He doesn't know, so he wants me to open the file up. So I'm just going to prepare to push here. Actually, what's wrong with plonking a knight in here? I'll stop his pawn push and I get a knight in a very awkward spot. Okay, so I'm still preparing to push. Let's just shuffle the rook over. Look to push. Takes, takes, knight takes. Actually, lose a pawn, gain a pawn, lose a pawn, gain a knight, lose a rook, gain a rook, lose a bishop, and gain a nice open position. I like the look of that. Now I've got rook up, I've got queen up, I can just sack this pawn. If he takes, so this pawn becomes a bit loose, doesn't it? Yeah, let's just play queen up and offer a pawn for a pawn. Again, I've gone so slow though. I don't know why I'm so slow today. Now what I want is to get in here, of course. Just try and get round and across and up. But I'm just threatening to grab a pawn now. So it goes back. Just shuffle across and in and threaten a discovered check, although I guess he can defend it, so maybe it's not drastic. So up. So check, he goes back. There is no check. Check, he goes back. I'm going to risk this here. Oh, he gives me the pawn. I'm aware he's got a knight check there. Take, rook across, check, he goes back. I've got to gamble here. Really gamble. So rook across, I take the knight. Otherwise I'm threatening to come in checkmate. Excellent. Excellent. Very good win. Very good win that time. So I've got time for one more game. I mean, I'm still 52nd out of 1889. It's still very, very good, really. 20 games played. I've won half of my games. You can't complain. May 2032. Good luck. Now, this will be my final game unless I manage to blunder it away very, very quickly. So we're going berserk. Okay, let's mix it up this time and play something different just because I haven't played this yet. Knight up is playable there, but it doesn't really actually achieve anything. Let's just push up and up. Okay, let's challenge that. I think bishop up with potential to go forward at some point. That gets rid of his defending bishops, and that's got to be good. So let's push forward, and again. It might actually be ideal to sack the pawn here, but risky, risky, risky. Let's give him the pawn. Okay, he does take it as well. Let's go back. Let's play up. So he hits my knight. I'm really going to go forward here. I'm not going to pre-move this move. He pushes, so he's given me a chance to push. Give me a chance to take. Knight takes. It could be a big mistake closing this off. Bishop up, he takes. Knight up, he takes. Pawn up, what does he do? He takes, maybe. It's probably a big mistake doing this, but I think I have to. No, that's a mistake. He's going to get knight in and hit the pawn. Yeah, I've made a bit of a slight mess of this, so let's come back. Can I get the rook around the back here? I think he's defended this terrifically well, hasn't he? Okay, let's just drop back. Knight check doesn't really achieve much, I don't think. Might as well play it though. Goes across. Let's step over. Yeah, trouble is I don't see a tactic here. He can throw in a queen check if he wants here. Oh, he pushes. Okay, fair enough. Ah, just blundered it. Well done, I just played a shocker there, didn't I? I played quite a few shockers in this event, not playing well at all. I'm doing okay, but not playing well, not seeing tactics. So there will be time for one more game, but it'll only count towards the arena if it finishes before that time is up. So 15:47, good luck. Okay, just push. Could push up there, but I think I'll just pin the knight and maybe take the bishop. Oh, he comes forward, so he's allowing me to take. So which to go with? Is he seriously looking at this, I wonder? Maybe. Let's go with the bishop and block. Now hit the knight. Threaten to push up. Okay. So he hits bishop and knight. Let's drop back. Hold on, I could take with a pawn though and open his king right up, but I don't think I will. Okay, queen up to try and stop his bishop coming up. Aiming for a knight check when the time's right. There's only a minute left, so I'm not going to finish this game before the event, so it won't actually count in the standings, I don't think. Okay, shuffle. Excuse me. Now there is a knight check threat. The king's got to move away from the pawn and the knight can come in. So that looks to be a good time to play it. Then when knight takes, there's a checkmate threat wherever the king goes. So threatens checkmate. Oh, I did manage to get it in time. Bit lucky there, bit lucky there. So pairings are now closed, so I'm provisionally 57th, but obviously a number of players can jump above me. But out of 1900 players, that's actually not bad really, even though I've lost rating points. So I don't feel like I've played too well today, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I finished 59th out of 1919. So I've had 22 games. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 wins. 2 draws I think I've only counted, so that's 14, which means there's 8 losses. So that's not too bad really on paper. I don't feel like I've played too well, but that's actually not too bad a performance at all really. So thank you to anybody who's seen this. Hopefully I'll be back in these events tomorrow as well.